Hello everyone and welcome back to Breath Code, and in this video we'll be learning how to use the Kivy language in your Kivy app. Now if you don't know what this Kivy language is, it's Kivy language, it's like a file which is used to structure the elements of your Kivy app. So which means in your Python file you might have this, and then in your Kivy file you might handle all this stuff you need, and then once you've written that in your Kivy file, it will be displayed into your Kivy app. Now here we are in the same code, so we're in the same program we wrote last time. Of course, mine is called tutorial 9, but then I just copied the code from the one we wrote last time in the 8th tutorial. Now here in the my app class, which is the main app class, I've just returned 0 because we're not going to return anything. But then I've created the other classes for the home string, the home screen settings, in the screen manager. Then here we're going to run the app class. So I like to store this in a variable called my app. Then we're calling my app.run. And if you don't know where we're getting this run function from, we're getting from the app class. So the app class contains the run function, which will allow us to run our app. So you have just created an instance, and then I've instantiated it. Then we're calling my app.run. So now let's start making our KV file. So in order to make a new file in your text that you're using, just select the file tab you have here and select new file. You could use Ctrl N as a shortcut to create even faster. Just select new file, and now here save this, and here just name it my.kv. So make sure it's matching your app class. So for me, I've called my.kv. So if you've called yours my app, make sure it's saved as my.kv. If you've called yours something different, for instance, something like fun app, it must be called fun.kv. If you called yours hello app, must be called hello.kv. If you've just called it hello, just hello, you can just say hello.kv. But then I just like to leave this as my app, which I just like to give as my.kv. Now let's handle the functionality for the home screen and the setting screens and the screen manager. For the app class, we don't need to handle it in our KV file. Let's open our KV file. And now here, add your angled brackets or these less and greater than signs. Now say my screen manager, which is the name of this screen class. And now here, just want to say home screen colon. We're just going to leave that blank for now. Now you just want to say settings screen. Again, we're going to leave that blank. So this is the functionality which we need, that is all the logic we needed to handle for the my screen manager. Let's get on to the other screens, such as the home screen and settings screen. So here, just type in home screen, and now just want to say name and set that to home, since this is the home page or the home screen, whatever. And now we just want to create a box layout in here. So type in box layout, and now we have set orientation, enter it to vertical, and now here we want to add a button. So type in button, and here we just want to set the text to go back to home, which is the bar which will allow us to go back to the home screen. Oh, sorry, this has to be go to settings, because go to home is for the setting screen. And here we just want to say on press, and this one say root to change screen. So we're calling the function using root to change screen. If you don't know what this root to change screen does, it's a way to call functions in your KV file. So it's going to get the function from your main Python file. Mine is tutorial 9. So which means for the home screen, it's going to grab this function and it's going to call the function in here. And now that's the functionality we needed to handle for the home screen. Now we need to handle the settings screen. So type in settings screen, and now we say name, and that has to be settings. And now here we want to have, And here we also want to include a box layout. So type in box layout, orientation, vertical again, which is vertical. We'll add another button for the settings page. So say text, say go back to home, say on, press. Again, we're calling the change screen function, which is also the in this setting screen class. Say root dot change screen. So this is all the logic we needed to handle in our Kv file. Now let's start working in a Python file. So let's go to where my app class is. Instead of having to return 0, let's remove the 0 and return my screen manager instantiated with these brackets. Save this and let's run our program. As you can see, we get the same one from our app as we got last time. Now, how do we get this? Well, we have not used any init method in our app class. Only we've handled all the classes in our KV file. Now, the cool thing about having KV files in your for your KV app, because they allow you to just create your app fast without having to write long lines of code in your classes inside your app. So if we select go to settings, it's going to bring us to this page saying go back to home. If we go back to home, and it's going to say go to settings. Now, what if I want to scale this down to the mobile device size? Well, if we do that, it still fits, even if we just expand however we want to. And even if I rescale it back, we go back, and there we have it, our KV app with the KV file. So guys, this is pretty much it for this tutorial. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the KV language, or you have any comments or have any feedback, then do leave them down in the comment section down below. I will reply to you. And if you found this tutorial quite useful, then I like it, appreciate it. It really does help me out. And do subscribe now and hit the bell so you miss out any future tutorials. Now in the next tutorial, we'll be learning how to use images in our Kivy app. So subscribe so you don't miss out on that. And without being said, that's it from today. Cheers and goodbye.